Congressman Scott Peters is the Democrat on the House Budget Committee. More robust views, Congressman, from yourself. Well, before we get on to budgetary matters, what do you make of this idea of a male persona for the military, Department of War, diversity as the Secretary said, diversity is a weakness. Before we talk matters of money, matters of defence, what do you make of it?
Well, I think the gentleman you just had on, the general, had it right. We want the people who are best for the job, and we had a situation where in the past maybe everyone wasn't able to compete, so we wanted to make sure we had a wide competition for those positions. And I'm not sure that's what Secretary Hegseth is after, but certainly we want the best people in job. And his obsession with getting rid of talking about diversity, I think, is a distraction from the job, which is a military that keeps us all safe.
Let's talk matters of money. It's highly likely now that a shutdown is going to happen. And it's possible that the Democrats are going to get the blame for it. You're going to have to be, you're shaking your head already, you're going to have to be nimble if the blame game parcel is not to end up in your hands.
Richard, Donald Trump was quoted in 2003 saying about President Obama, quote, a shutdown falls on the president's lack of leadership. He can't even control his own party and get people together in a room. A shutdown means the president is weak. This is Trump's shutdown. Until yesterday, he did not even, the supposed deal maker, he touts his ability as a deal maker, didn't even reach out to Democrats to talk about what might get us an agreement. I've been here now, this is my 7th term. We've been through these times before. The president and the leaders of the opposite party always sit down in the past and make a deal. If Donald Trump's such a deal maker, what's going on, President Trump? I mean, this is on Donald Trump, by his own words.
But at some point, do Democrats, I know you don't want a shutdown, but taking a firm line on the principles you stand for. I mean, the last time this came up and the Senate, then Chuck Schumer, sort of gave in, he was roundly criticised. Do you think now you have to stand firm, even if there is a shutdown?
We were all elected in the House of Representatives on the same day as Donald Trump. We have a role in Congress, and he needs our votes. Typically that would drive someone who understands leverage to the negotiating table. That's all we're asking from Donald Trump. We're really concerned. Tomorrow, Richard, people are going to get notices that their insurance premiums are going up for health care because of the failure of Republicans to agree to extend certain provisions of the Affordable Care Act under President Obama. We don't want that to happen. That's also why we can't wait. We can't wait, just kick this off for another few weeks till Thanksgiving. We've got to deal with this now. And we have a job to do as Democrats. We're part of this government too. Yep. And I think President Trump needs to come to the table.
Does it worry you that there is a perception? I've been traveling around Europe this week, and there's certainly a perception that Democrats are still lost in the wilderness. They still haven't fully worked out the way forward after the electoral drubbing and who the leader is that's going to be the standard bearer. And I don't mean presidential candidate per se. I mean, who's at the front? Who are you following over the hill?
Look, I believe that will shake out over time. I don't think, we have a presidential candidate in a couple of years. That person will be dubbed our leader. But right now we're leading with our values and our priorities. Healthcare is one. The cost of energy is one. And we're all working to make sure that we get good answers for the American people. So we'll let that be our leadership. It will come in numbers. And we'll worry about elections later. But right now we really got to save healthcare for a lot of people who face losing it.
I've got it, you can't see, but I've got on the screen in front of me 7 hours, 42 minutes to the shutdown. It's going to be very difficult to avoid it now, isn't it?
I agree. I unfortunately, I think people are going to feel the effects of it. And I do believe that as people start to feel the effects of it, not get paychecks, see disruptions in service, that we will be called to the negotiating table. And Democrats are ready. A lot of us are in Washington, D.C. We're ready to go. And we expect the same from the president, and hopefully soon.
You know, as they used to say, you'll know the phrase, Congressman, it's no way to run a railroad, as they used to say in previous days. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm grateful for your time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you.